So, final review of the Ferrari Mythos, and I was expecting it to be a lot easier than it was. Maybe in the future I'll take consideration before accepting the age of the kit, but I will get there in just a moment. For now, I've talked to you throughout the videos about the problems that I encountered, and one of them was the when filling the side intake. I like the result, but for some strange reason that I can't explain, because it happened to me in both sides, when filling the seam, everything was going according to plan, except here below the door. And why? Because I could keep filling it and sanding for days straight over, and it would eventually appear again. I don't know exactly what happened, maybe some plastic contamination and some kind of odd reaction. I really can't say what's the cause, but in both sides I couldn't hide this little seam here. It is perceptible, but only here. The rest is completely smooth, and you can see any kind of seam. So this is the first issue, if you wanna call it that I came across with, but I don't know really if it has something to do with the kit or not. The other thing was the interior, not the kit's interior, but the set of seat belts that the owner provided, because as I've said previously, it's the first time I've used the Studio 27 seat belts. I usually use Model Factory Heroes and Hobby Design seat belts, and I don't know, the red seat belts with this set, it's kind of a pinkish color instead of red, and also they tend to lose the color as you handle them, so you might want to take some care with them when assembling. The interior of the car was pretty straightforward, everything went together nicely, but this is the part where I saw for the first time that I was going to have some trouble. I can't zoom more than this because the camera will lose focus, but here on the gear lever there's a metal transfer to simulate the gates, and these are self-adhesive. What happens? Due to the age of the kit, the metal transfer itself won't adhere to the plastic, and to complicate things even more, they come with a gluing paper on the front, so you stick them on the surface, rub them, and then peel off that front paper. And what happened, especially on the body of the car, as you can see, I have here a Mythos, a Ferrari, and some Pininfarina here on the sides. They wouldn't glue no matter what you do. So I started my horror show and spent an entire afternoon just gluing these 4 metal transfers with the CA glue. So what happened here? I took the metal transfer out of the paper, hold it with some tweezers, and applied some CA glue on both edges. Here on the Ferrari badge I applied some on the F and other tip of CA glue on the I. And why is this so difficult? This part, the Ferrari and the Pininfarina weren't too bad because they're only one metal transfer, but here on the Mythos they're separate letters, so I had to glue them one by one and always taking care that they were spaced evenly among them. So, as I said, I spent an entire afternoon just gluing these metal transfers with CA glue, and that's why I'll have to consider the age of the kit next time I accept something. Other than that, it's a Tamiya kit. No, everything goes together perfectly as you always expect from a Tamiya kit. Even in the engine, I can't say anything that wasn't right. All went together really perfectly. Interior the same. It's just odd for me on what concerns Tamiya, because the kit doesn't have any decals, and that's not something usual in Tamiya kits. The owner gave me some Ferrari badges, so I've applied one here at the front, and that's it. Even the instrument panel doesn't have any decal, so I had to hand paint the instruments. I don't know really if you can see, but they're painted. Final thing, it has to do with the wheels, because they don't align perfectly, the front ones. If it will be hard for me to show you, but I know that the passenger wheel is a little off the body, while the driver's side wheel stays on where she's supposed to be. Well, this is it. I tried to cover everything in this car. Looks good in the end. I mean, I really don't like the car. It looks like a bug. I don't know. It's especially this rear end of the car. It's something that I wouldn't be comfortable in watching it. But other than that, looks good. Another thing before I forget. After painting and clear coating, there's so many edges in this car. Here. The car has lots of edges around it, so be extra careful when sanding the clear coat, because it's so easy to hit one of those edges and remove the paint and the clear. So as I said in other videos, I had to touch up the paint more than once and clear coat everything again. You can't just clear coat one part, because it will be noticeable that you clear coated only there. So this is it, the Ferrari Mythos. It's finished and ready to go for its rightful owner. So I hope to see you guys on the next project, and until then, take care and see you later.